In the news tonight, City of Windhoek secures 155 million Namibian dollar loan for new power substation to avoid load shedding.
The International University of Management, a Namibian university dedicated to its people's future, a hub of abundant opportunities.
We are IUM for life. We are IUM.
Good evening. I'm Nishan Marenga. In the news tonight, Omwalu workers allegedly denied annual leave and bonuses. Finnish government calls for green transition to include natural gas. Miss Supranational Namibia hosts orientation for contestants. Agriculture Minister unhappy with delay in import of vehicles. And Business on One, Comments Corner, Sport and the weather. Employees of Omwalu fishing processors took to the streets of Walvis Bay last week to air their grievances against what they alleged to be an unsafe working environment and refusal by management to give them 2 weeks of this holiday. The workers have given the management team until Friday this week to respond to their demands favorably.
The workers mentioned in their petition that they have been trying to get their company management to provide them with protective gear and equipment, but up to date nothing has been done. The workers added that they have not received their annual bonus while their annual leave days have been reduced. This is what shop steward Beata Shivolo highlighted in their petition.
The management never issued the employee with minimum protective gear to all like jerseys, socks, cotton gloves, gloves, covers, gum boots, overall. Those are standard protective gear that all the normal give to employee any time of the year when they home out. We shall excuse our right to leave the workplace until such a time that we are receive all protective process as required by Section 42 of the Labor Act 11 of 2007. We want annual bonus like other employees in the fish industry, which are part of us. We are the employees are not happy that the management has changed our annual leave plan. Majority of the employees did not take the annual leave. Because of the change, we have requested the company to give us 2-week leave in December for us to rest. But the management only give us 4 days.
Representing the workers, Namibia Seamen and Allied Workers Unions President Paulus Hango stated that it is important for the workers to get the relevant protective equipment.
The workers don't have enough rest. They want to rest. They are also importing some products like shocks, which they are processing here in the factory. They process throughout the year, and now they feel that the higher time that they get a chance to rest.
Omwalu Human Resource Manager Beata Mwandingi received the petition and promised to hand it over to the relevant authorities.
Okay, I've indicated that the petition is well received, and then it will be forwarded to the relevant authorities for your response. Thank you.
Nassau's president added that many companies have recovered from the effect of COVID-19 pandemic and therefore should not deny their workers their rights to fair treatment.
There are data deals, and then there are Telecom Namibia data deals. And if you want the biggest data deal of all, you gotta get 31-day Jiva, which comes with a massive 50 gigs of data. Is it even possible to use 50 gigs of data in a month? You tell us. You also get 1,000 voice minutes and 400 SMSs. To get your hands on 31-day Jiva, dial *130*780# and enjoy a month of mega data. Whoa, that's a lot of data, minutes and SMS. How much is that? Must be expensive. No, it's only 185 Namibian dollars excluding VAT. T's and C's apply. Telecom Namibia.
Sharing your world.
The Finnish Minister of Development and International Trade, Via Skinnari, said countries must invest in natural gas as much as they do in other projects, such as green hydrogen for energy supply. This is because the world's current focus is to become carbon neutral. Skinnari made these remarks during a recent trip to Namibia. The minister was accompanied by a delegation of Finnish companies to explore opportunities of mutual cooperation with Namibia.
Skinnari explained that countries must be technologically neutral and at the same time prioritize on natural gas as a source of energy supply to create flexibility and supplement the existing sources.
So this is my personal commitment that if and when we want to get the green transition, including the digitalization in place, we have to include all these great innovations, what we have gone through here today, yesterday, with the Finnish companies, and of course there are great innovations from all over the world. But my message is that let's be technology neutral, because otherwise we are not ending up with the best solutions. But let's be honest, we need natural gas. There will be oil and gas industry around, yes. But gradually we are going towards the carbon neutrality, and gradually we are cleaning the processes even in the oil and gas industry. So there's a lot we can do now. And then we have green hydrogen coming up, and gradually, for instance, with Wärtsilä, we can use it already. Because I tell you one thing, many people talk about solar, wind, sorting, all the problems. Yes, they are great, but you need natural gas to balance the grid, to provide the flexibility.
He further added that the transmission to green sources is a must and called for further collaboration so that no country is excluded from the transition.
And that's why the Finnish banking entities are providing funding also for natural gas for time being, because without that we cannot scale. And of course then we need the infrastructure. But as said, green transition is a must. We must do it, but let's do it together. And everybody should be on board. Nobody should be left alone. Everybody must have afford. There must be the social dimension. And that's something we need to do together in the world and here in Namibia. And believe me, it's doable, but once we scale, the prices go down.
Skinnari stated that there are Finnish banking institutions that are funding neutral gas projects.
The supranational organization hosted an orientation session to search for a contestant to represent Namibia at the beauty pageant in Poland next year. Namibia made history last year when Shanique Rabe became the first African woman and the first Namibian to be crowned Miss Supranational in 2021.
Willem Fourie, who holds the franchise license for Miss and Mr. Supranational Namibia, said that Namibia is in its 4th and 2nd edition for Miss Supranational and Mr. Supranational respectively. Fourie adds that the orientation session is meant to prepare the contestant for the pageant next year. He added that a team of a psychologist, runway coach, stylist and pageant trainer have been put together to provide assistance to the contestant.
Supranational means gathering of nations, okay? So for me, I want to gather all the cultures of Namibia and select 2 winners that can go and represent Namibia in Poland at the International Miss and Mr. Supranational pageant. And promote tourism, goodwill, and obviously charity work. That is what it's all about. Giving back to society is one of the big things. So that's what we want to promote. Since orientation is the first time we meet the contestants, And we just basically go through everything, discuss the journey ahead, give them heads up of what they must expect, what they must do, give them some advice, how they need to prepare themselves as well, because it's a two-way street. We can't just teach them and they do nothing in return. They also have to do some work in return.
Ms. and Mr. Supranational Coach says the contestant will be guided through their purpose and life lessons as well as equipped with commercial skills. Also part of the team is professional model Emily Stefanis, who serves as a runway trainer who will guide the contestant on body language and engaging the crowd when on stage.
I want to teach them life lessons. I encourage them to find their why. In other words, what is their purpose? Why are they here? And how to become their authentic self. I also help out on the commercial side to try and bring commercial skills to the contestants so that they can find out how do we bring pageantry and business together. And then further to that, I teach them interview skills because you need to be stage ready. You need to know what to answer, when to answer it, and how you can bring all of that into a concise and succinct representation of yourself.
I'm responsible for their body language when they are on stage, so I have the opportunity to train them as in how to behave on stage and how to engage the crowd with their body language. I also own my own training academy, which is M's Runway. I do that on a part-time basis, and if you have somebody that needs training, we'll go.
News on One spoke to some of the contestants to find out their reasons for participating in the pageant, and these were their thoughts.
My name is Senya Pius. I'm 24 years old, and I've entered Miss Supranational because I see it as a perfect platform that I can utilize to empower, promote, and uplift the Namibian child. Many a times we find ourselves in situations, and exactly the same situations another person might be going through. And I see this as a perfect platform that I can really, really use to be the voice for the voiceless.
My name is Ryan Beakus. I am an IT technician at Nashua. I'm currently 27 years of age, and the reason I entered this pageant is there's a stigma behind men in pageantry, and I want to eradicate that, to be honest, because I've been in the pageant industry for the past 2-3 years, and it's really helped me and composed me, gave me self-confidence as well.
This Heroes Day Road Safety starts with me. I honor our heroes by walking safely, do the right thing, and save lives.
This message was brought to you by the National Road Safety Council.
Minister of Agriculture, Water and Land Reform, Carla Schledwijn, stated that it should not have taken the ministry 5 years to import vehicles needed to assist farmers with crises like disease outbreaks and veterinary care. Schledwijn made the remarks at the handover of 11 4x4 double-cab vehicles by the European Union to the Agriculture Ministry.
According to Schledwijn, the vehicles valued at 6.3 million Namibian dollars are the first batch of 25 bakkies that were ordered in 2017 as part of the Livestock Support Program, which is a joint venture between the EU and the Ministry of Agriculture. The remaining 14 vehicles, including 5 30-ton trucks with trailers, will be delivered next year. The aim of the Livestock Support Program is to promote entrepreneurship and enhance the livelihoods of Namibia's communal areas' livestock farming communities in a sustainable way. Schledwijn added that during the past 5 years, a lot could have been done to reach and assist farmers in need of support with vaccinations, outbreaks and market readiness.
We started in 2017 to see how long it takes to deliver a Toyota bakkie. From 2017 to 2022. And you thank Pupkewitz for that? But it's not Pupkewitz who is wrong. It is our administrative processes that actually failed us. And I'm happy that we are getting some wind on our wings now, and we are starting to deliver. But I just want to put on record that we are not very happy that it takes 5 years to deliver cars that are not even manufactured here. You just order it and they come. So we must, if we want to make effective use of these assistances that are committed to us, then we must improve our administrative efficiency to get the programs implemented and get the programs delivered instead of dilly-dallying with them for 5 years before we see the first benefit coming to us.
Schlettwein stated that with the financial assistance from the European Union, the ministry was able to open the global market for locally produced beef and is on the verge of signing export deals with Angola and the Democratic Republic of Congo.
Timomlilo abattoir is now fully functional, and we are actually exporting meat from that abattoir not only to Ghana, so we have managed to penetrate the African market. We are on the verge of signing an agreement with Angola and with the DRC. But we are also eating that meat in Windhoek now. So we have opened the market because of the assistance in part that helps us to implement that strict regime that induces now no risk to the disease-free zone when we consume that meat. But it brings about a benefit to the farmers. They have now a market where they can sell their beef to, over and above the domestic or local market.
In addition, the EU ambassador to Namibia, Sinika Antila, said the European Union is proud to be part of the livestock support program and will continue to assist the local cattle and beef industry by further strengthening ties between Europe and Namibia.
These 11 4x4 vehicles are part of the livestock support program, a more than 350 million Namibian dollar flagship program of the European Union and the Ministry of Agriculture, Water and Land Reform under the 11th European Development Fund, targeting the livestock sector development in the northern communal areas of Namibia.
Growing up in a big family, there weren't always enough seats at the table, so we started eating on the floor so that we could enjoy our food and cokes together. I kept that tradition in my own family to remind us that the most important part of any meal is being together.
Welcome to this evening's edition of Business on One. Swakopmund residents welcomed the opening of a $4 million recreational facility at the Northern Beach last week at the town. The site will uplift local businesses operating at the beach as there is a high influx of visitors expected this festive season.
Speaking at the inauguration of the facility last week, the mayor of Swakopmund, Dina Namubes, said that it is befitting to have such a facility as the town will be expecting an influx of visitors for the holiday season. She added that the town is also a popular tourist destination. The facility situated near Platz Amir Mall, also known as Oki Parking, provides a conducive environment where residents and visitors can relax and enjoy what Swakopmund has to offer.
Our town is a well-known coastal resort that attracts many recreational users. For this reason, the council receives countless applications from residents and visitors to host a variety of events along the beach, particularly during the festive season. Users always compete for best sites or spots, which could lead to conflicts and disagreement. Is indeed befitting as it comes at the perfect time when our town is expecting an influx of visitors. Our residents are most likely to also visit the beach and spend time with their loved ones over a braai. As council, we strive to continuously enhance our town and its attractions in order to ensure that our people receive the quality service that they deserve, especially during festive season.
Namube stated that in the past, the town council faced allegations of favoritism with the location of sites for events. She alluded this situation was aggravated by the absence of a beach access plan. She hopes this will be a thing of the past.
In the past, allegations of favoritism were made when council allocated sites for events. This situation was aggravated by the absence of the beach access plan, which designates zones where certain recreational activities are permitted, restricted, prohibited, and regulated. The purpose of this plan is to effectively manage and control recreational activities that take place on the beach.
For safety, there are 6 lifeguards from the Namibian Navy deployed to the facility to ensure the safety of all those who will be making use of the beach area and around the facility.
And that is all we have for you. Be sure to follow us on our social media pages for more on the business front.
Now, a look at Comments Corner, your daily dose of comments from our social media pages. Sanitation remains a challenge for the Koreankhab Dam inhabitants who once staged a land grab in the Oshomithe and Kwanangobe areas before being relocated to the land which they now occupy. Community members say they are still subjected to drinking dirty water from a nearby riverbed a year after the relocation. John asked whether this is really in Windhoek or Okongo. Delilah urged the head of state to look after his people. Aleta said they should go refill the cars for fresh water. Peter said the water that they are collecting is actually sewage from the Koreankhab Dam. Nancy highlighted that there is no free water anywhere. That is all from Comments Corner. Be sure to engage on our stories on our social media pages for broadcast on News on One.
You know, you're a young kid, right? For me, I started writing music when I was 9.
I don't like going into something. See, when I came in the music industry, I didn't want to lose.
And now, let's have a look at some sports news. One of the country's mobile telecommunications giants, Telecom Namibia, launched the TN Sport Club year calendar for 2023 over the weekend. The main aim is to create awareness and assist their employees as well as the general public to engage in a healthier lifestyle by participating in various sports codes.
Our Secretary Diana Haidu.
TN Sport Club Chairperson Kenji Kachingwa outlined the upcoming monthly events, with athletics kicking off on the 25th of January 2023.
Based on our busy schedule, participation is possible by diarising planned activities. Therefore, the importance of this launch, ladies and gentlemen, we are launching our 2023 sporting calendar, and the events are scheduled as follows. We have scheduled TN Sports Club Athletics. We have scheduled Teen Sports Club Kiddies Sports, as you can see the kiddies around here. We also have TN Sports Club Cycling 085-. It will be the first in history. We also have scheduled a Sports Club in-house league. And then on our calendar, we're going to end up with a Battle of the Connectors, where we are planning to invite all the telcos, which is Telkom Namibia, MTC, Paratus, and the Ministry of Information, Communication and Technology.
Kachihingwa revealed that next year, the team will travel to the Kingdom of Eswatini to participate in games alongside various telecommunications companies from the SADC region. Also speaking at the same occasion was Vice Treasury of TN Sport Club, Leisure Shikwambi, who stated that the sport club is a force to be reckoned with as they have participated in numerous national and international events already.
So come 2023, we are going to run with so many activities, and we are going to welcome those that are going to join us further to please come in with full gear, because from now on it's non-stop. If you have heard of Boleswana Sa, games that we partake every year in different countries, that's how far Telecom has gone. And we are represented in many sport codes, being it tug of war, being it soccer for men and women, being it netball, being it indoor games, volleyball. We are represented. This year already we have a beautiful fun game at Swakopmund.
Telecom Namibia Chief Executive Officer Stanley Shanapinda officially launched the beginning of the games with a symbolic cutting of a ribbon.
The moment that the CEO has cut this ribbon, it means we are 200,000.
That's all the sports news we had for you. Please stay tuned for the weather forecast. We have come to the end of tonight's edition of News on One. Don't forget to follow us on our social media platforms. From me, Nishan Marenga, and the rest of the team, it's good night.
The International University of Management, a Namibian university dedicated to its people's future, a hub of abundant opportunities.
We are IUM for life. We are IUM.
Thank you for watching this show on One Africa. Because you are part of our One family, your voice is very important to us. Please take a moment to rate this show by scanning the QR code on your screen now, and you can stand a chance to win fantastic prizes every month. T's and C's apply.
Husna Kukundakwe was the youngest athlete